Warm wishes to everyone in this second day program of this 2-day capacity building program on trends in technology. I hereby extend my sincere thanks to the management of Arulmigu Kalyanadavar Arts College for Women, Palani, and our Madam Principal for giving us this opportunity to proceed with this such wonderful work. Secondly, I would extend my sincere gratefulness to our head of the department, Madam Mrs. P. Selvi, Associate Professor and Head, for rendering her valuable advice and suggestion and exploring the two great resource persons of these 2 days. And I would fail in my duty if I forget to acknowledge all the participants who gave us a bigger support. Without you all, this program would never have been a great success. I thank each and every one of the participants from various colleges and universities all over India for extending their support in the successful completion of this 2-day program. And my biggest thanks to the greatest resource persons of these 2 days. One, Dr. Mrs. R. Indrani, Associate Professor of English, Government College of Education for Women, Coimbatore, and Dr. B. Balamayuranathan, Associate Professor of English, Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, for sharing their expertise for these 2 days and making us know something or a lot about the ICT and the online resources in learning English as a language and also the English literature. As far as the first day's program is concerned, Dr. Indrani has given us ample information about a lot of online resources which are available for easy e-learning. We are all held up in this lockdown period and we all have a suspicion what to learn and how to learn during this period. So, in this case, she has thrown many platform and portal which are easily accessible to us either in laptops or in our own Android mobile phones. And a few I should quote here is Coursera, edX, and Swayam, which is the most important online platform for the students particularly, and some young aspirants also offer the courses and they attend the courses offered by Swayam and receive certificates. In the first day, Dr. Indrani has given us various websites also like edX and the British Council courses. Ingvid is a YouTube video for learning English language and also English literature. And we are all afraid of one particular thing in English literature, English language is that grammar, which is as difficult as mathematical equation for most of us. So how far this grammar could be simplified and easily learnt, that has also been mentioned by Dr. Indrani yesterday, which she quoted many portals for us to make our learning easy with the help of e-learning courses and those portals. We all had the habit of listening to stories while we are kids, but now the practice has been reduced a lot as we grow up. We are equipped with many technological advancements, and now in the contemporary period, the listening skill has been made easy for us through audiobooks. And all these aspects were dealt with by Dr. Indrani in the previous day's session, and I hope you all would have listened to her and you would have benefited by her lecture. And today, Dr. B. Balamayuranathan, Associate Professor of English, Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, is with us in this session to throw some ideas about how to enhance your learning using ICT tools. As a student of English language, we all must know how to use the technology as it is getting advanced. On this note, I hand over the session to Mrs. V. Chodimani, Assistant Professor of English at Palniyadavar Arts College for Women, to introduce today's speaker, Dr. B. Balamayuranathan, and the further session will be handed by our resource person. Thank you one and all for your active participation. Looking forward and expecting more participants in our future attempts. Thank you one and all.
Good morning, the most respected faculty and the students of various institutions and colleges. I am Mrs. V. Jyothimani, Assistant Professor of English, Armingu Palani Arts College for Women, Palani. Welcome you all to today's program. Learners of English language and literature. As a coordinator, I extend my gratitude to our management for granting permission to arrange the program. My sincere thanks to our principal, Madam Dr. N. Bhuvaneshwari, Armingu Palani Arts College for Women, being very supportive in conducting the program, and Mrs. P. Selvi, head of the Department of English, Armingu Palani Arts College for Women, for giving a positive energy to us, and Mrs. L. Karthikayani, one of the coordinator who should beside me today's program. I am very much delighted to introduce the resource person of today's program, Dr. B. Balamayuranandam, Associate Professor of English, Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science. He worked as an Assistant Professor of English from 2004 to 2013 at Vidyasagar College, Udumalpet. He worked at Kalpam University in June to April 2014. He is a certified Cambridge Business English certificate trainer and received many Best Newsletter awards from Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. He is an editor for college newsletters, SRN Times, and he is a selection committee member in the interview panel for the reputed institutions. He has published journals, papers, and state level, national level, international level seminars, workshop and conference. Now I would like to hand over the session to the resource person.
Hello students, I am Dr. Balamayuranathan, Associate Professor of English from Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. First and foremost, I would like to extend my gratitude to the Principal Ma'am of Arunmigu Palani Andavar College, Palani, and the organizers for giving this opportunity to share my views on enhance learning using ICT tools to all through this platform. I had visited a few times to your institution during the semester valuation. So I have got a chance to get acquainted with your professors of Department of English. I would really say that they have insightful thoughts. They move very friendly to all and dedicated to in their profession. My special thanks to Dr. Selvi, at Department of English, for being very kind-hearted. And whenever I talk to ma'am, she always utter only positive words to me. Students, let me straight away get into the topic. This COVID-19 pandemic has brought in so many changes in our life. For example, from business peoples to laborers or from rich to poor, everyone spends their time with their family members. Previously, it wasn't like that. And for students especially, because you all have got more chance to talk to your parents, because you have been totally engaged with your friends through chatting in your mobile phones. But I look at the positive side of using the mobile phones for enhancing your language. Due to this coronavirus, the infection ratio daily spikes in our nation, so that total Indian economy has completely slashed down. No doubt in it. But I will say that education field has not found any incline, because government of India, with the help of high profile academicians, framing guidelines to make the students be engaged with the teachers. One of the initiatives taken by the government of India in the recent past was effectively using ICT tools in teaching. Government of India has partially implemented the usage of ICT tools in government arts college, but with full impetus, self-finance institutions have started using ICT tools in teaching learning. If you read the history of English language teaching, you will know that new methods have been evolved periodically to make the teaching learning process easy. Using ICT tools are recently evolved teaching learning uh, in teaching learning process. Let me elaborate it how ICT is useful for learners. I'm just going to give you an outline on how ICT tools enhance your learning. There are certain frequently used words which will never get diminished up from our lives or memories. I think the words like disproportionate, demonetization were used by us for quite some time. Everywhere and every one of us used these words in our conversation. Now, even now, we use words like COVID-19, Corona, quarantine, lockdown. These words are the prevalent words in our conversation. Another word, ICT, is also to be added in this list. The word ICT has widely been uh, used among all the academicians. ICT is the most prevailing word among teachers and students. Even I would say that it has become more familiar among parents too. I think you all may know the expansion of ICT. It is information and communication technology. Information has to be passed uh, as fast as possible to the people who are so far from us. Advancement of the technology has helped a lot to reach this goal, ranging from mobile phones to internet. There are many means that are available right now to attain this goal. A decade ago, mobile phones were used just for communicating, texting messages, listening music, or playing games. But technology is being emerged every now and then. So new applications have been introduced almost every day. The applications like YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are being used not only to post messages or sharing images to others, and not used just for passing the time. Rather, these are helping you all to develop your English language in terms of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The usage of YouTube is incredible in teaching and learning process. Time will not be sufficient if I start listing the video channels that are available on the YouTube for improving the fluency, proficiency, and to improvise your pronunciation. Learning has become very easy for all ages of people nowadays because of this technological development. Facebook and Instagram are being helpful to you all for expressing your emotions through writing. I would say that these applications help you to identify your innate talents. Technology, one way or other, gives a chance to you all to explore your inherited talents. Posting poems, drafting comments, coining hashtag words, selecting topics for the post, posting comments and giving reply for the comments make everyone, even I mean that your parents and teachers, to think that if you all will be properly mentored, you will effortlessly achieve success. The same e-books or audio books are available on the internet. Uh, there were hard days for us and for many peoples for getting printed copies. But now, anywhere from any country, with the use of internet, students get the books by a single click. Kindle and iPod act as useful tools for the students or the researchers. Just being at their home, they download the books, especially for the researchers. They download the books, they read it, and they take notes, and they use it for their research work. There are students who hail from rural areas, and they're very poor too. They cannot afford the cost of print copies. For them, internet, for them, the internet, iPod, and Kindle are godsend thing to them, because those, I mean, these books are the books that they want to are available on the internet at a free of cost. Many students can improve their writing skills uh, uh, because of using because of creating blogs on the net, because of creating their own blogs. They students many students, they post their thoughts in the blogs. The creative post of some students are really fantabulous. That is a famous saying in Tamil. I just translate that into English. Students leap out more feet than their students, than their teachers. I would say that WhatsApp audio messages will be useful to you all to improvise your speaking skills, because you can record your speech and share it to your teachers or friends, or to your well wishers. You can get their help to rectify the errors that you have committed in your speech. So learners from ranging from first grade to tertiary level using WhatsApp to enhance their speaking skills. So it has not just been used for sending audio messages. Rather, you can uh, you can use it to improvise your spoken language. This COVID-19 pandemic situation has proven that distance will never be a hindrance for learning. Though it is a tough time uh, for you all, and you don't have physical contact classes, you are still in touch with your teachers in online classes, which are being conducted through Zoom meeting, Google Hangout Meet, Microsoft, or Google Classroom apps. We all should thank techie peoples for introducing these apps for use. Due to the advancement of technology, you can learn many any subjects just being at your places and at any time. In the 21st century, the use of AVA, that means audio-visual aids, has become inevitable. Teachers are slowly getting out from the traditional way of teaching, and nowadays teaching is not it's not a teacher centric classes, rather it has become a learner centric. Monotonous way of teaching has been replaced by this AVAs. Each student in a classroom, ranging from below average to above average, pay attention to watch the subject related videos played by the teacher in the classroom. Students watch the videos along with a teacher's lectures. It surely makes a heavy impact in the learning process. So, because of this, what happens to the students? I mean, to you all, you can remember the subject content, and also you can easily recall it. Of course, that will help you to secure more marks in the examination. In recent days, to make the students' learning process easier, CALL, computer assisted language learning methodology, has been adopted by the teachers in their classes. Once computers, internet, mobile phones were meant only for the business purpose, but this misconception has been broken now. Yes, because there was a misconception. There was a misconception. Internet was just used for surfing the information. I would say that they students surf the information, but for but for learning, not for something else. It is used not just for downloading movies or listening music. Instead, it is used for learning new courses also. Students have started joining MOOC courses. It is MOOC. I know. I think you know the full form of MOOC. It is. Uh, it is. It is a massive open online course. It is available for free of cost on the internet. You can join to learn for a variety of reasons, including career development, changing careers, supplemental learning, and more. Uh, and more you can we can say. You all can finish the courses offered by the international universities and get certificates by completing the courses just by being at your homes. A student who is pursuing English literature can become a web designer. A student who is in a commerce program can become a content writer. One of my co-staff in the department has completed web designing course in Coursera. Now he designs invitations for the webinars that are organized by the department. To make students get familiarized with online courses, all the students of our institution are asked to enroll at least one course in Coursera. Students of any institution across the globe get benefited by enrolling in these courses. Many portals like Swayam, NPTEL, Coursera, and FutureLearn are offering several courses in this through this MOOC. To enhance your knowledge, you have to join in any one of the courses. For instance, to enhance your writing skills, you can enroll in grammar and punctuation course. It is a 4-week course. Punctuating the sentences correctly is a vital part in writing. You can avoid ambiguous sentences in your writing. Ambiguous, it means gives multiple, a sentence which you write may give multiple meaning. So that may distort the real intention that you actually wanted to convey to your readers. Your writing skills will be enhanced by learning these courses. By doing the assignments and peer reviewing other sentences, you will have a chance of active learning as well. In addition to traditional way of learning, you are blessed that you have got a chance uh, to ameliorate your learning with this ICT tools. Because the traditional way of learning uh, uh, is still existing. This online teaching or online learning is just an additional one with this traditional way. That's why I have told you that in addition to traditional way. Okay. In fact, during this pandemic situation, students are still be able to get connected with academics. Teachers take their regular classes in a usual way. I mean that with whiteboards and with the PPTs and with the videos, they take classes. For them, they to use these PPTs or these videos or whiteboards, they have started using Zoom meeting. In Zoom meeting, there are more features available in this Zoom meeting application. Classes can be recorded and can be shared to the students through Google Classroom. Like this session that you watch right now uh, uh, through Google Classroom account, right? So even in Google Classroom, tests are conducted and evaluated by the teachers. Rubrics are framed for the test by the teachers. Marks are given for the assignments or worksheets done by the students. You won't believe me that my daughter, she writes, uh, she writes the test and she takes a pic of her test paper and sends across to her teacher through a mail ID. Before sending it to her teacher's mail ID. She converts the image to PDF and then she sends it to her teacher's mail ID. Her teacher downloads the a teacher downloads the PDF document in by using WPS application, and she makes correction and she sends it back to us. I mean to the parents. So the school going kid using mobile phones and converting the image file to PDF and sending it to her teacher. It was not happened when we were doing our school when we were doing our school days. So teachers do corrections in the worksheets, and they send it across to parents' mail ID. I really wonder. Apart from students, parents too have got familiar with using with using ICT tools, both educated and non-educated. They both have got familiar with using ICT tools to make their kids to attend the online classes. Parents daily check their timetable, and also they get to know the grasping ability of their kids from the scores that they have got in the tests. There are some other mobile apps that help you to enhance and enrich your language. I list out those apps now. Elsa Speak, English Conversation, Discovery Plus, a BBC Learning, and Word Up, so on and so forth. Due to time constraint, I cannot explain all the functions of these apps. But when you explore these apps, you will come to know the features, functions, and operations of these apps. As you uh, use the social network applications using these apps, you can also develop your English language. The main advantages of these apps are self-paced learning, intensive learning, and evaluative. I mean that self-paced learning means according to your time availability, you can use these apps. For instance, I may get bored using these apps after 1 hour. So I can just abruptly close the app and can move on to the other work. Again, in the evening, I open it and I do something, and then I close it. So this is what I mean self-paced learning. Again, intensive learning means uh, 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 sometimes these apps make you uh, uh, to sit tightly and do all the exercises. You will not get bored. You will feel that you have developed something more from these apps. I mean, you may feel that your language has improved, and you want to complete all the levels in the apps. And evaluative learning, obviously, see, you have learned something from the app, and they conduct a test, or they conduct some quiz. After writing the test or the test, you get some scores. So your knowledge is being evaluated, and your scores. After seeing your scores, you come to know that what knowledge that you have got from the content that's given in that app. So I can go on by saying all these things to you. From the points that I have shared with you all, what you can understand is there are no barriers for teaching and learning at any point of time. There are ways to enhance your language proficiency, but you must work, you must strive hard for achieving success in your life. If you want to have prosperous life, keep updated with the things happening around you. Have interest or love in whatever you are learning. I hope you will enrich and enhance your knowledge with the use of ICT. Stay healthy and be safe ever, forever and ever. I once again thank the organizers for giving this wonderful session. Thank you all.